Are you looking to fire up your core and your pelvic floor? Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa, and that is exactly what we are doing in today's Yoga for Deep Core. Go grab your mats and let's do this. Let's get started on our stomachs today. So making your way all the way down to your mat, and you're going to stay propped up on your forearms. And just take a couple breaths to start. We're going to open through the front of our chest. You really want to feel this in the mid-back. Think of broadening through those collarbones. So spinal mobility and getting movement in this area is really important for our pelvic floor health and strengthening our core. So we're just going to open that up at first. And maybe you're down a little bit lower. Maybe you're even resting your forehead down on your forearms. Stay open. We're going to take one more breath in here. Nice. And then we're going to start to bend that left leg. You're going to bend your left leg, lift it up, and start to roll onto your right-hand side. Press yourself, come up. We're going to come to a seated position facing the back of that mat. Left leg comes in, right leg is out. Left hand comes behind, and then you can stay right here, or maybe you press, lift those hips coming up, opening, and then slowly drop it back down. Nice. Roll back onto our stomachs. Did I mention we're moving all around our mats today? Come back to Sphinx pose. Prop yourself up onto those forearms. Lift up and open. And then we'll take that right leg. Lift your right leg up. Peel back behind you nice and slow. See if you can get the hips moving, pelvis, then your low back. We're coming up to face the back of the mat. That right leg comes in. Keep turning to face the back of your mat. You can stay right here opening, or on that exhale, press. Lift those hips. Come up and back. Nice breath in. Slowly lower everything all the way back down. Left hand comes back behind, and we're coming back into that Sphinx pose. We're going to do it one more time each side. Take that left leg, lift the left leg up, back behind you, start to press yourself, come all the way up facing the back of your mat. Maybe scooching, I'm like, hello wall. Left hand comes back behind. You can stay right here or press and lift those hips up. Nice breath in, squeeze those glutes opening up. And then drop it back down. Bring it back onto your mat. Right hand comes back, left hand comes. And just see how your spine moves as you're rotating. Right leg comes up. Peel that back behind. Press yourself. Come up. Right leg is in. Right hand comes behind. Nice gentle breath. Lift all the way up. And then exhale, bring it back down. Left hand spins, coming back onto your mat. Option, we can come into tabletop, or you can lift those hips up into down dog. So I'm going to give you lots of different options today. Pick what works best for you. Nice. Take one more breath in here. We're nice and strong in those arms, pressing those feet down into the ground. The same thing if you're in tabletop, press the shins, press into those arms. Nice. If you are in down dog, you're going to spin your heels, drop them down to the right-hand side. Take that left arm, lift your left arm up. If you're in tabletop, same thing, spin that left arm up. You can keep your right knee down. Or even if you were in down dog, you can keep your right knee down. We are going to sink those hips back. So bend your knees, take your left elbow open, come into a half cactus, and then inhale, reach those arms overhead. Option, if that knee is down, we're going to sink the hips, peel that chest open, and then press and lift. Either option works. We're trying not to arch our back too much. Rib cage stays over our pelvis. Good. Open. And then reach. Stay with your breathing. Inhale, lift. Nice work. 2 more times. And check in. See what you're feeling. Last one. Nice. Spin it back down. Come into your tabletop or down dog. We're going to take your right leg, step that right leg forward. Come all the way up into a lunge. So we're going to be pressing down into those feet, rib cage stacked. Those hands come in towards heart center. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, straighten out the front leg. Arms come by your side. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale and exhale. Nice and strong in those legs. And you're gonna start to feel the core kick on as well. Maybe it's more comfortable if you have a shorter stance. You can walk that back leg in a little bit. Spread those toes. Oh, of course I lost count. Let's see. We've got one more. Nice. Bring it back up. Feel that burn in that front thigh. Now we're gonna come back into that lunge. Now we're gonna hinge our hips forward. Lift that tailbone towards the sky. Right hip back, left hip forward. Hands can stay at heart center, or maybe those arms come all the way up overhead. You're definitely starting to feel it in that right leg. Keep pulling the hip back. Spread those toes. Now we're gonna take that left foot on your exhale, tap it forward, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale back. Exhale, inhale, go back. Maybe you want to lower a little bit more on that right side, but the right side does all the work. We're just tapping those left toes for 3, 2, nice work. Last 1. Now press into the right leg, come into tree pose. Take that left foot to kickstand, your calf, your knee above your knee. We're pushing that left knee behind. Press your right foot into the ground, but we want to be careful we're not hanging too far back. See if you can spread your toes, stay with your breath, hands at heart center, or bring them out to the side, coming into cactus arms. Now when we're balancing, tendency, maybe we grip our toes, hold our breath. It's our body looking for stability. So stay with your breath, fire up those glutes. Good, we're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, nice job. Bring those hands back in towards heart center. Left knee comes in towards your chest. And then we're gonna slowly, as slow as you can, come back into a reverse warrior. So that left leg goes all the way back. Back heel spins down. Bend through that front knee. Right arm lifts up and back. Reverse your warrior. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. Play with slightly leaning forward or backwards. Press into those feet. Nice. Pull yourself, come all the way back up. Spin those hands back down to the ground. And then we're going to step back. So you can come into a plank on your toes. You can drop to a plank on your knees. Lengthen out through the crown of your head. We're going to inhale, lift the tailbone. Exhale, a little tuck. Inhale, lift. Exhale, like we're blowing out those candles. Inhale, lift, and a little tuck. Last one, inhale, lift, and a little tuck. Awesome, lower everything all the way back down to the ground. Inhale, pull yourself forward, open up, cobra. Option, child's pose or down dog. Or your tabletop, 3 options. And just take a nice breath in and exhale, let it go. And check in. Can you feel the connection with your core? Can you feel it firing up with our different transitions and movements and using your breath a little differently? As we continue to work on our mobility in our back, can you feel that connection a little more? Nice. One last breath in here. Strong in those arms. Squeeze those thighs nice and tight. All right, so you know where we're going. We're going to drop those heels, left hand side. If you're in tabletop, take the right arm up towards the sky so we can be here, or left knee down, either option. We're going to exhale, open your chest, come into half cactus. Inhale, reach that arm up overhead. Exhale. Nice. Float in and out, feeling nice and strong on that left arm. We're kicking our obliques in for 3, 2, last 1. Bring it back up. Come into your tabletop or down dog. We're going to take that left foot and step your left foot forward. Press into your left foot, pull yourself, come up. If you need to shorten your stance, you can. Left hip back, right hip forward. Hands come in towards heart center. We're going to bend that back knee, lower straight down, fire up those legs, and then slowly straighten as you're pushing the ground away. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Super slow, lower down. Inhale, exhale, press, lift up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press and squeeze. Good. Hips go down for 3. Really press into those feet. 2. Last 1. Now we're going to bend through that front thigh. Lengthen out. Left hip back, right hip forward. Hands can stay at heart center if you want to fire up that core and your glute a little more. Arms straight overhead. Spread those left toes. Drive your right heel back behind you. Lift that tailbone towards the sky. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. Okay, we're gonna take that right foot, toe tap. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, step it back. Left leg firing up, does all that work. Ooh, my left hip always fires up more. Oh my goodness. Good. And that's the thing you want to notice. Does it feel different? Left side, right side. See if you can put all those pieces together. 3, squeeze those shoulder blades. 2, use your breath. Last 1, straighten out that left leg. Come into tree pose. So kickstand, calf, your knee, hands at heart center. We're squeezing the left glute. We're spreading those toes. Hands can stay here or you can bring them out into cactus arms. Just focusing on that balance, opening the hips, feel the glute fire up. Ooh, it's getting toasty in here. Take one more breath in. And then on that exhale, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Nice. Super slow. Start to take that leg. We're going back. Reverse your warrior. How slow can you get there? Lift that left arm up and back. Nice. Breath in. And then pull yourself. Come back up. Those hands come back down to the ground. Step it back, plank pose, press through those heels, lengthen out, lift the tailbone and a little tuck. You can also be down on your knees. Use the breath as you exhale, blowing out those candles for 3, 2, nice job. Last 1, slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, open up. Child's pose or down dog, your choice. Pick which feels best for you. And it might be what's different than yesterday, or it's going to be tomorrow, and that's okay. It's what's so important about listening to our bodies and meeting yourself where it's at for that day. Take one more breath in here. Nice. Pull yourself, come forward. And then let's come down onto our backs. Let's take a breath. His knees are bent. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. One last one for the core. So we're going to bring those legs straight up towards center. You're going to start to take on your exhale, toe tap the right down, and then the left. Bring it back in. Inhale down, exhale, pull it in. We want to be careful we're not getting a big arch. We also don't want to be jamming our backs down against the mat. Use the breath. If this is feeling really good and you want to add on, you can extend the leg out a little bit further. Things we're checking for is to make sure our abs aren't pushing all the way up, that we're using that breath. Connecting with your core. I'm starting to feel that burn. Really use your breath. Now, if you notice that abs start to press up and you use your breath, you adjust your posture and you're still not quite sure, figuring out how to use your core, I go over this so much depth. You can check out the description box down below for a pelvic floor playbook. It's really learning the foundation, breath and our posture to really connect with our core and our pelvic floor. Ooh, we're doing great. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, Last one. Nice job. Place those feet back down on the ground. Walk your heels in toward your sit bones. On your exhale, press, lift those hips, come all the way up. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. Take one more breath. Maybe press the hips a little bit higher. And then lower everything all the way back down. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Place your hands down at the bottom of your rib cage. And just take a couple gentle breaths in here. So we made our core and our pelvic floor work. We just want to do a little bit of lengthening and relaxing after that hard work. As you take your breath in, it's going all the way down, pelvic floor muscles. And just softening. Gentle breaths in and out. Let's take 2 more here. I'm just checking in, seeing how your body feels after class from when we first started. What fired up, what you felt. This is a great class to just keep coming back to. Notice the changes that you're making. Nice. Slowly bring those legs all the way back up. Gently bring it onto your side. Come all the way up, comfortable seated position. And we'll just take one more nice breath in. Lift those arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down towards heart center. Awesome job in today's practice. If you enjoyed this class, you'll definitely have to check out this one. You'll love it. Keep up the good work. Until next time, namaste.